keep going pretty, boy. The bitch is delusional. Why she think she could come back and treat me like investor? Creeping up all in my text. Now it's crazy how a nigga don't even text her. Some told me that today I should fuck around, so I just entertain her. I'm trying to see if she got a boyfriend who buying her dinner. I really don't plan on being her main man. I just wanna hit her. Yeah, we got a little past, my nigga. Cover we ring her. One time yakjela, I lost my temper. Big I guess that happen from time to time. Banyana can get. No mind you look on me, yakjela. I don't stand a chance. She don't do no boyfriends. I'm trying to give her something for her birthday. She wanna make plans. I wanna break her back in the worst way. She wanna break back. I'm talking about a job, she see an ATM. She don't see nice man. That's why I'm done playing nice man. All of a sudden they taking. All of a sudden they tweaking. All of a sudden it's Halloween. All of a sudden they tricking.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another banging episode of Inext, where we profile your favorite up-and-coming artists as well as entrepreneurs. Alibito, I'm Mashimane Precious Mudisa Wasakhwale, and you already know it's a Kang Pow, baby. Listen, if you're not already following the movement on all social media platforms, what on earth are you waiting for? Follow us on all social media platforms. The link is in the description box. Also, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on because you do not want to miss a single thing. With that being said, today in studio, it's Twere, a pen maestro, a flow kuluva, a hip-hop god, and that's without the blasphemy, Wangtola. And his music just makes you feel like everything is gonna be okay. His full name, Kikhoto Polosi, but he goes by the name B.O.KAY. B! Are you okay? Are you okay? I mean, hello.
That's what you should know.
You should know. If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
How are you, Vana? I'm fantastic.
Awesome.
Listen, for those that don't already know, you're a rapper, right?
Yes,
But I want to know personally, how do you identify as in the game?
in the game.
I don't want to constrict you or anything. I want to know what the game means to you and what you call yourself or identify as in the game.
Like you see a punch.
Yeah. It's everything. It's mixed masala. It's dangerous. Even you know. I get it.
I'm just a cocktail of all my influences, my inspiration.
Yeah.
Not just music-wise, but life-wise too.
Okay.
So I don't just take from my story, I just take from life.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how
So in totality, more than a rapper, you're an artist.
Yo, too much. And I started out as a
Fuck
rapper.
with that.
Like then grew into the artistry as time went.
Let's get back to that. Like, let's take it a few steps back. And I know, well, now you guys know, but I know for a fact that you fell in love with music at a tender age. 8 years old, to be specific, right? So include me. Put me in that moment where you're like, fuck, this is it. Yeah, that's what I like.
First things first, I didn't know what hip hop was until go.
Go shawty. It's your birthday. You better party like it's your birthday. You better super party like it's your birthday. Yeah. So 50 was the initial inspiration. Okay.
First of all,
yeah.
The first hip hop song I could say I listened to and I liked. I didn't know the words. I just knew Go Shawty.
Yeah.
That's all I knew and I loved it. And at that time, I wasn't even looking at rapping. I just enjoyed the music. You see?
I love that.
So yeah, with time going further, I think when I was 11, I think Carter 3 was out.
Yeah.
I think I was like
Weezy.
11 and 12.
Okay.
Then I was imitating Lil Wayne.
Gold. Yeah.
Like without the
Yeah.
But yeah, I was first thing it.
I mean, at that point, he had the blueprints, bro.
So,
literally.
Yo, dude,
yeah.
Like, my mom went as far as burning me the disc from her friend because she
Is
knew
it?
Here's a Lil Wayne CD.
That's dope.
Yeah, so yeah, I came like that. It was like, why don't you write music?
Isn't
see always
it?
rapping Lil Wayne songs.
Okay.
Did you ever think of rapping your own? It's like, no.
So she's the reason you actually took rap
Mama
as a
P,
career. What?
P.
Shout out Mama P.
Shout out to Portia,
That's
Mama
so
P,
dope.
P.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because then I know you fall in love with music at the age of 8,
Yeah.
but then you officially record your first single at the age of 13, right?
Yeah, 13 going to 14. It was very, I think it was during the holidays, really, before I started with 8th grade. It's not early in 8th grade, but yeah.
Oh, that's dope. You know, like I feel like at that age, niggas are still figuring out like what they want to do with life, and you were already chasing the dream. You get me? Like you do you remember your first song? Spit bars. Yeah.
I ain't got time to play. Tell me if you wanna have a foreplay or something like that. But yeah, I was freestyling. I was on my little
not dope. I think my first record was like at 15, so you were 2 years ahead of me.
You must have been doper than me.
Doper than you. I don't know what was my first track. It went something like I'm a lyrical miracle, can't you see it on my face? I get the adrenaline pumping at such a fast pace. If you don't know me by now, I'm not known as fresh. And if you say, hey, don't appreciate this stuff, etc., etc. But at 15, I aware. Yeah. So obviously behind you, she was your support system. She's
the one who told me that she linked up with my uncle from my dad's side.
Okay.
They do music and there's a studio. So then she was like, I'm gonna take it to your uncle, he's gonna take it to the studio.
Oh shit.
And it was a rap from there.
Is it?
Yeah, when I got to Chabulani, shout out to Krez, this guy that ever made me record. Thank you, bro. Yeah.
And I commend that, man. Like, you know, at that age, especially while starting out early, I feel like a lot of niggas wait for permission or they wait for validation, and you became that. And for me, that's like, you know, mind blowing. Okay, so I also know that you, apart from hip hop, you also fell in love with music as a whole, right?
Yes.
You went into the piano, you went into playing marimbas. So tell me how that influenced your sound today, you know? If it played some sort of...
No, that's a good question.
The exploration of music as a whole, yeah.
I never thought if it had influence, but it probably did. You know? Because I remember, I think I was in 2nd grade. We had music classes in one primary. Mr. Matthews, the best music teacher ever, the only one I had.
Shout out, Mr. Matthews.
Mr. Matthews.
Yeah.
He introduced me to the marimba. It was easy to play. That's why I liked it.
Marimba is easy to play. Fact.
Play this.
And once you crack marimba, you crack piano, though, because it's the same keys. Yeah.
So it was easy to play marimba.
Yeah.
I even joined the choir.
Fact.
Yo, that time.
Wait, with what voice? What were you? Baritone, tenor? What were you?
I think because that's all I liked.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I really love it, singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that happened. Yeah, it came a long way.
No, I hear you. Okay, so now it's a big boy thing, right? And you making your moves. You're out here. You are. I know you've been part of a couple of shows, right?
Yeah.
To name a few, you've been part of Soweto Fashion Week. You've been part of Gigi Gang Show or Road to Gigi Gang Show. You've been part of Fun Masters. Dog, I personally feel like you've got something right. Like you've managed to crack something. I don't know what it is. So what do you think it is? Is it your management, your marketing strategy? You're knocking on doors. What is it? What are you doing to make sure that you're making all these, you know, these moves? Yeah, these big moves.
It's just having people around me that wanna also help.
Is it? So support structure.
Yeah,
I get you.
Like I'm not saying
it's important.
Full on management now, but I do have people that will, you know, go and spread the word about me. You know, it could be a friend, it could be someone closer, and be like, nah, you got a show. I know somebody.
So connections also in the game.
Just knowing people that, you know, really genuinely like what you do and want to see you
prosper.
Yeah, it's just that's how
I get you. Yeah. So out of everything that you've achieved so far, right? What would you say is the highlight of your career so far?
When I went out the province twice.
Oh, okay.
First, I can't remember the exact years, but the first time I went to Limpopo, and that time it wasn't like I had management or anything. Like I said, through people, just through someone that got me to Limpopo.
Okay.
This one got me to Eastern Cape. I was at a festival with that who's that hand? Go Munye, please go Munye.
Oh Munye, I know I know, yeah, shout out Shori. Shout out. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Oh, okay. As much as you're making moves, dog, and independently, right?
Yeah.
I want to know, because the game or the industry can become a bit competitive and saturated, and it can make it difficult to get to where you're going a bit. You know, like it can make it a bit difficult for you to get to where you're going.
Yeah.
And I want to know, what are some of the challenges that you faced? As much as you're making moves, there must be some challenges that you've, yeah. And how have you overcome those challenges?
Good question. Great question.
Mm.
So the challenges that I face is mostly getting the music to the masses.
Oh, okay.
So me doing my homework and also people teaching me and also me doing research on how the music industry works.
Mm.
A lot of stuff as an indie artist needs to come from your pocket.
Yeah.
So I'm not in a privileged
That
situation
budget.
to be like, I got that type of budget to just be a star the next day. Because the music is good. But then I would just say, Jay, it's more of a financial thing. That's the toughest thing as an independent artist, just the financial side of it.
Mm.
Get your music out there.
Okay. So how have you personally overcome it? Because I mean, you're doing amazing. As an independent artist, you're making the moves that need to be made, dog.
Personally, like, I feel like I've just overcome it just by being patient with myself. I do put pressure on myself, but I always humble myself and be like, yo, don't compare. You know, you're here, you've done so much, you're working. So stay in your lane, keep pushing, keep being persistent. You know? So, like when I'm out in the school, I'm always trying to make a buck. You know, trying to hustle,
100%.
trying to put money together for when I release.
So you can invest in your craft.
Invest in certain things. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for now, like I said, like I'm on my own. Like there's no management or anything. I'm the management. I'm everything.
For real. And are you looking to continue on that journey of just doing things solo dolo, dog?
I could never.
That's hard.
Nah, like you can never achieve success alone.
100%.
So the one thing I learned is that like you don't find your team finds you along
Facts. Your tribe finds you.
So I've been moving, and I do believe that I will be in the spaces where my team actually comes together, because I do need that type of structure. It can't just be B.O.KAY alone. You know, Kendrick was not successful alone.
Yeah.
So there's a team. So I'm just looking for my team, and I'm hoping that my team
finds you before you go out chasing for it. I hear you. Okay, let's take it to the music. For somebody that's never ever heard a B.O.KAY track, how would you describe your sound? Because personally, I feel like you've cracked a personal sound and a personal touch to what you do. I can't compare it to anybody. So how would you describe it to anybody else that hasn't heard your music before?
Unexpected, unpredictable. Like you can never confirm how I'm coming.
100%.
So you can hear a trap song from me, and you can go hear a Afrobeat song from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm that kind of artist. So I just say unpredictable. One word.
And on top of that, it's a touch of R&B, it's a touch of this, it's a touch of that. Influences everywhere. Yeah. No, I get you. Locally and internationally, who rather are your influences? I know Vortex Gang is like a big influence in your music. Yeah.
Vortex Gang was big influence.
What do you mean was?
Obviously,
you need to give us the
whole inside.
You have to. You can't just say things like that. Yeah.
Let me first say the influences, then diving back right to that one.
Okay.
So internationally, the biggest influence will forever be B.O.KAY.
100% respect.
And then locally, I feel like my inspiration is all the artists that are so dope that haven't grown up. So people that are in like my lane.
Yeah.
I would say those are the ones that I really look at the most. Also Aries, of course, you know. That guy right now. But apart from like the niggas that are in the game, like I look at niggas like myself who are on my level. That type of that's the inspiration. That's the motivation. Yeah.
Okay. Before we get into the Vortex Gang thing, right? I wanna say, you know how, like for Aries, for example, as you mentioned, he's a rapper that doesn't really pour into the commercial side of hip hop. What do you think about switching sides just so you make it, just so you blow up? You get me? Like, what do you think about?
Say I transition to piano.
transition to whatever works or whatever is running in the streets, just so that you're commercial and you're what the people want at that point. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't want to judge. From a general perspective, I'll say as an artist, do what works for you.
Yeah.
From just a general perspective.
Mm.
But for me, I feel like there's this integrity I have. Which if I just jump onto a trend, like people are not gonna know me for what I want them to know me for.
100%. You lose a sense of your
'Cause I could go
identity
in
within
studio
that.
tonight,
Yeah.
do a piano song, and then that song becomes a big song, and then I grew up with that, but I'm not known for who I actually
Beyond,
am.
yeah,
You
for what you
understand? So that's
actually
just
do.
what makes me skeptical about transitioning to, especially Amapiano. Let me put it like that.
Mm.
Yeah, I love them, I listen to them, but I'm like I can't just transition like that. I feel like I'll be in a way selling out my own personal perspective.
So you never jump on a piano track?
I have.
Have
Just
you?
to fuck
Okay.
around, but I never
To play
really-
around. Currently, what are, or who rather, are some of the features that you're looking to, to bag? Yeah.
I want the 031 chopper feature.
031 Chopper's hot.
That guy's
I know you lying. He said the nigga, yeah.
Of course, I would love the Reese feature.
Fact.
The Zuchi feature.
Zuchi Coke Dope is dope.
The NT feature.
Yeah.
If AKA was here, he was
R.I.P. King. Yeah.
The feature would be the best one probably for me.
No, I hear you. Going back to the spicy. I want to know. You can't run away from this one. I mean, if you don't want to speak about it, I'll respect it 100%. But I would love to know about Vortex Gang, because when I got introduced to you, you were part of Vortex Gang, and you guys were a crazy movement. You were making moves. You were making moves in the game, dog. You were shifting shit. So I would love to know what happened.
Okay, so first of all, I want to put this in like the most respectful manner.
Of course.
Respect for what we had back then.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, shout out to Vortex. They did shape my artistry.
Mm.
To some extent, they did actually shape my artistry. Because we were so much, we had different styles. So we learned from each other. You understand?
I learned a lot from you guys as well. Yeah.
Thank you. So I think it just got to a thing whereby the brotherhood just wasn't brotherhooding.
Okay.
If I can put it like just not seeing eye to eye.
Mm.
I'm trying to put it as polite as possible, not too much detail, but for y'all to understand,
Of course.
Just when seeing eye to eye, man, we were all in different places. And I feel like we weren't focused on the same thing that got us together at that point. So I feel like life just had to make us separate. I also had to make that decision for myself.
To go solo, basically, and discover.
I was dropping with them the whole time. Like I even scratched my own solo stuff just to drop as a collective, So now that I'm back on my own, I can literally just dropping music on my own like this just to catch up, because I feel like now I gotta catch up as B.O.KAY. To
find your voice as an independent artist outside of Vortex.
Because that wasn't easy. I won't lie, like I had to figure out what I like, because I was recording myself, so I had to figure out what I like, what doesn't work for me. How I record is different to how I used to record with them. So that changed. Yeah.
And how has that been? Because obviously now you're in production, you're the artist, you're literally full scope on everything that you're doing. So how has that transition been?
The production part, I wouldn't say I'm a full producer. I'm still learning from my boy Kingzo. Shout out to Kingzo. He's my producer too. He's my boy, one of the sickest rappers. Shout out to Kingzo. So he was there when all these things with Vortex was happening. So he was there, stuck behind, showed me a few things. Like I'll teach you the basics, how to pick out a sample, and then at least record yourself, and I'll finish off the beats. So that's how we used to do things.
Okay.
So I would sample I would pick out my samples, arrange it. He showed me how to record myself. So yeah, ever since he taught me that, that's what I felt like I needed. And then I've just been going in, recording myself. Now I don't even write songs like I used to. Normally I sit down, pin a song, get to studio, it's ready. Now I just I speak.
You freestyle, you speak from the heart.
I feel like I'm at that place.
Okay.
That's my creative process.
And obviously within our music, like I feel like we have a social responsibility as artists to kind of relay a certain message, or I don't know, kind of introduce certain change in the game, or even if it's on just a societal level, you know. So what do you think that your music is doing to kind of make a difference or have a voice or speak for, like, I don't know, like beyond just artistry? What do you feel like your music is achieving in the game and beyond the game? Yeah.
I feel like I'm yet to see exactly what it's gonna achieve to its fullest potential
Of course, yeah.
because I'm not where I need to be at the moment, you know.
Mm,
But for people that have heard my music and based off their reaction, I
mm.
can tell you like that. to
People
say-
fucks with your music. I can tell you that for free. People fuck, and if you don't know, go to the boy's SoundCloud, go to the boy's streaming platforms.
Yeah.
He's got some gems in it, and he puts that work in, and he's got a few things to say. So hear him out. Yeah.
So yeah, just based off people's reaction, like I feel like it makes them feel cool. Sometimes it makes them feel like they can relate to me. It just
Fully
it gives them
different feelings.
like a positive energy. overall.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I could say. Like with my music, I believe that like my music has the power to change someone's life. Like really, really believe that. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, currently, what are you working on?
Currently, okay, so what I've been doing, like I said, since I had to like restart over by myself, right? I decided to create a SoundCloud catalog
Okay.
whereby I'm just gonna like release songs that are not on projects, like that are just songs. You understand? So like, I don't let them rot
In the
vaults.
archive,
'Cause I
yeah.
used to do that. Like that was my previous mistake. All my songs I wasn't dropping. You see, so I was like, nah, now I'm gonna do things differently. The singles, things that are not projects, release them. Let people hear you on SoundCloud. Then there is a project that I have specially prepared for all platforms.
Okay.
And I just need to get that back right. So I can be able to at least give it a further push. So that even you be like, you know what, put in the effort for this.
I see the point.
You understand?
So you basically you'd say that the one thing that's standing in between you and a huge blowout is the bag.
It's just a bag.
It's a bag.
Because
Okay.
like there's no record label that will just sign you because you know.
Do you want to get signed?
If it makes sense.
Okay.
If it makes sense for real, I would probably sign. But yeah, it's just gotta make sense, man. It's not like to say about the money, but just for the career move.
The career move. I mean,
like,
there's so much more
yeah,
behind,
who would that be?
even
Where's- what
beyond the
influence
money,
was there? So I'm like,
PR, marketing,
the
all of
money
that
will
shit.
come. As
Yeah.
long as I'm with the right person, then yeah, you can think that. For real.
I hear you.
Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes. Yeah, I'm trying to go ghost for like 6 months. Damn. And I ain't hit the lotto once. You see, I ain't ballin', no one checking for me. Damn. And they ain't called once. It's only right when I'm up. I'm up. Keyword I. Where the fuck were you when I wasn't high? Don't be trying to fly when I'm in the sky. Used to shop for noodles that go shop right. Still shopping noodles that go shop right. It's a new age, with the K, I'm 25. Don't you play with life knowing you alive. Face it, I may be unknown, I ain't basic. You a no-name brand, what we call you. You a no-name brand, I can't call you. I'm saying for you, face it. Done linking with the friendly faces. Trying to make change with the strange faces. That rhymes, I ain't had to write it, not recite it. I'm a natural winner, natural swagger, natural finesse, natural dripper, natural. Like the playoffs taking over nationals, then international. I'm a natural winner, natural swagger, natural finesse, natural dripper, natural.
You already know that was a fire performance. Your boy just gave us Ain't Average, and Mamela, you are nothing close to average. I need you to tell us what was behind your mind. I need the thought process behind that song. Where were you when you made that song? Invite me. I want myself there.
So first thing I did was I got the beat, right? When I heard the beat, I just jammed it.
Yeah.
At that time, like I just liked the beat. I hadn't planned.
Who's the beat from at this
rap
point?
on it. I got on the internet, man. You know this.
Is it? Okay.
Shout out to all the kids with the YouTube beats.
Free type beat.
You know, sometimes our producers are not in studio.
Facts. And we rely so much on that shit. Yeah.
The biggest role. So shout out to every producer that drops beats.
100%.
Yeah. So I really don't remember that guy's name.
Okay.
Star Man G. So yeah, initially, like I said, like I was just vibing to the beat. I had no lyrics. I had no plans on jumping on it, but I was just playing.
You're here. You're feeling the thing.
And then I wanted to be like, now come and do a cool hook, a cooler hook than Drake.
Okay.
Like in my head,
I mean, the competition.
Like,
you need to.
like, come and do a cooler hook than Drake if it's possible. I'm a natural.
It's always possible.
Natural.
When the boy is talented, it's always possible.
Shout out to Drake, man. The
Shout out.
Super talented, man.
Yeah.
It's one of the competition out there. So now I'm like, this track, man, it makes me feel cool, man. I need to let them know that this shit to me comes easy.
Yeah. I ain't average for shit. Y'all niggas need to know.
It comes
more
easy.
shit, yeah.
So I was trying to portray that, like, now I'm really a natural with my skill. Like, I don't even have to write no more. That's how I was feeling when I was doing that song.
Alright. Y'all heard it from the horse's mouth. The nigga ain't average. You already know that.
Ain't average.
Ain't average.
Yeah, I actually named the song after him. Shout out Ain't Average, yeah.
Tell me, right, in the game, what do you think needs changing? Because at the end of the day, as Inext, we're trying to identify all those gaps in the industry. We're trying to figure out why all these phenomenal artists such as yourself aren't blowing up, as they need to. Like, what do you think is the missing link? What needs to change?
We need more platforms like Inext.
100%.
We need more platforms that don't look at how many views you can bring.
Yes.
But how good are you?
How good are you? What's your sound? What is, yeah.
So with most platforms, it's like you must pay to be on the platform. I just feel like if more opportunities like this can avail themselves, then that road to actually opening up the industry is actually being played. Instead, we don't have to wait for whoever to be like, yeah, now it's your time. Because I feel like most artists feel like when I have the feature from this guy,
then I'm in, dog.
This guy,
yeah,
I'm in. And really, that don't mean nothing. I can tell you from experience, there is a cosign that was waiting for me. I don't know if it's still gonna happen.
Oh. Can you let us know, or is it
like I said, it's not confirmed.
It can power. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh shit! Shout out! Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, dog. Your heart's on the streets.
They hit me up on some like his stuff, this cosign. But he hit me up while he was on tour. I think he's still tourist. I really don't know.
That's hard. No, it's gonna happen. What do you mean? There's no space for the what ifs. When it happens, now we'll be there to profile it. I hear you. So tell me, right? This is a question that I ask everybody at the end of every segment, right? What do you think is the recipe to being next?
Being true to you.
Love it.
I know that sounds so cliche.
Nah.
But
we need to hear that.
Artist integrity. You see, like we're talking about transitioning to, like, know yourself, be comfortable with yourself. You gotta believe in yourself first, so you gotta be your biggest fan first, and then they will all follow. That's what I'd say.
Clean, just like that. So I know you're performing for us. One more track. What are you performing?
This one is called Just Thinking. Because I was literally
just thinking. I love how your tracks are literally just yeah.
I actually like the song a lot. I just feel like it's also that different style of mine. I've been trying to introduce this rap style whereby I can also do that chilled type of
Tell me, personally, who do you think is the hottest in the game right now?
VIBEZ and say me.
Self-love. It's the frequency, yeah.
Realistically speaking, and we can see, and without a doubt, it's the boy Aries.
Aries, yeah, he's hot. I just checked that feature or that young feature that he did with J. Jody. It's hot. Then he dropped a Cotton Fest. Yes, sir. Jody's fire, and that's the thing. No, I hear you. Okay, it's a wrap. From me, it's been beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us for today and for, letting us into your world and sharing everything that you've shared with us today. We wish you nothing but the best. And we already know you're the next. It's not even a question. You're next, you know. From us, though, keep in mind, we're not just a movement about profiling artists and having these conversations. We also try to take it a step further and actually fill in the gaps, you know, in the industry. So, for instance, if you need recording, we set up a studio. So hit us up. The email is in the description box. If you need a music video, hit us up. And also social media management, right? If you need any of those services, we got you. We make sure that we cover any gap that we identify in the industry for now.
I'm already on every platform you can think of, right? But just out of love, and if you guys want to hear what B.O.KAY sounds like right now, I would love and appreciate if you guys just tune into a SoundCloud link of mine that has like all my music, my most recent stuff since I started over. You understand? So you guys will get the story from where B.O.KAY is now. And when the time is right, that iTunes project, like I said, is ready. Just let me get my bag together. When the time is right, we are.
The bag will be God's. The bag is sorted. The bag is something that we can sort out in our own capacity. And if you're somebody that personally has the bag, we invite you. I mean, if you're an investor, follow the boy. I mean, the boy is gold. The boy is craft. That's the thing. We need people like you, if you're an investor, to kind of buy into artists like B.O.KAY, because musically, he's got it. He's figured out the recipe. So all we need is the finances, yeah? Yeah, dig. Other than that, yeah, guys, it's been awesome. It's been great. Join us for another episode when we drop.
Too late to get burnt. We gotta live and then learn. Some niggas still don't wanna learn. I've been in school and not judge. I had this gift since birth. Now my dreams are malnourished. Against the odds I still flourish. Battling demons that gon' perish. Call the ambulance on the scene the way I body that. Caught a little nice dog dingy with the body, yeah. On my award-winning speech, I'ma say one word, have them wonder where the goddamn body at. I don't know, probably somewhere in the body bag. For those who doubted that, the boy really had a plan. I guess it works out for the better man. So instead of settling for meaningless apologies, see you later, man. It's too late to call me brethren. I'm about to hit you with a line I know you know very well. You wasn't there when I was. You such a mind reader, so I ain't gotta say it then.